Should you get your real estate license in 2023? The short answer is yes. I've been in real estate for about a decade as a real estate agent, a broker, and investor, and I don't think there's a bad time to get your real estate license. But in this video, I want to go over a couple of pros and cons about getting your real estate license in this upcoming year of 2023. But before I do, I want to ask you that if you find any value in this video, or if you learned anything new, please hit the like button. Please subscribe for more tips and tricks for the real estate industry, and hopefully you find some value out of this. Let's start with the pros. The first pro about getting your real estate license is it's an extremely low barrier of entry. You can get your license from beginning to end for about $1,500, and that'll pay for your background check, your test fees, your school, all the way up until your association fees. And you can get the process done in as little as 30 days. It's a very, very low barrier of entry. If you're interested, I put a link in the description of this video, and it breaks down the entire licensing process from beginning to end, to where you go, what links to click, how much each thing costs, and it breaks the whole process down for you. So check that out if you're interested. The second pro is that there is huge earning potential. As a self-employed salesperson and real estate agent, literally no one can stop you from making money. If you're in corporate sales or in a company selling products, they can change goals, they can change commission structures, but as an independent contractor, as a real estate agent, no one can change how much money you make. You can literally make as much money as you can, apply your skill set, and leverage yourself. Let's break it down a little bit. The average sales price in Oklahoma is about $250,000, depending on what city you live in. Average commission is about 3%. That's a $7,500 gross commission on an average sales price home. If you can just have one transaction a month, that turns into $90,000 a year in gross commission. If you can grow your business to 3 to 5 transactions per month, that turns into $250,000 to $450,000 in gross commission splits. Then you have to split it with your brokerage through their fees and their commission splits. And the awesome thing is, all of this can be done with virtually $0 in marketing and advertising. If you're doing the right stuff, you can grow your business entirely organic. The third pro is the tax benefits that are associated with being an independent contractor and being a real estate professional. There's the standard tax benefits, such as writing off your phone, your auto expenses, your internet, and other approved business expenses. But there's also the benefit that comes with being a real estate professional. In order to be a real estate professional in the eyes of the IRS, you have to spend 750 hours a year on real estate activities. That equates to about 14 hours a week on real estate activities. This classification allows you to deduct business expenses, losses, and depreciation across your entire taxable income. Especially if you're an investor, you definitely need to get your real estate license to help you qualify for this classification. I've seen investors go from having a large tax liability to actually getting a refund the next year after they've been able to qualify for this classification. The last pro is that you get to set your schedule, kind of. When you're new and you're trying to build your business, you're gonna chase deals and money wherever and whenever they are. But as you begin to build your skill set and your income and your pipeline, you can start to set more strict expectations and more strict barriers with your clients, and you actually start to have a lot more control over your schedule. And once you get good at that, then you can actually build a team and leverage your time and your knowledge and start to even make more money with less work. There's obviously a million awesome reasons to get into the real estate industry. These are just 4 that I thought were worth mentioning. Now let's jump into the cons and see what kind of negatives you can expect when getting into the real estate industry. The first con, and I can't overstate this enough, is it's going to be hard. This is work. This is a job. It requires self-starters. It requires self-motivation. Most people think they're gonna get their license and post on Facebook that I'm a realtor, and then here comes all the business. And the reality is 87% of real estate agents quit in their first 2 years. So I know sitting back and posting on Facebook isn't going to work for most people. I tell all my new agents there's good news and bad news about being in the real estate industry. The good news is your income is entirely up to you. The bad news is your income is entirely up to you. If you wanna wake up early and work all day long, you'll do well. If you wanna sleep till noon, you're gonna fail. If you treat this like a hobby, it's going to cost you money. If you treat this like a job, it's going to make you money. Hobbies cost money, jobs make money. You're basically starting your own business, and don't expect everyone to come rushing to help you. No one's gonna care about your business until you do. And here's a little warning. I wanna set this expectation for you. At some point in your real estate career, a friend or a family member is gonna use a different real estate agent to buy or sell a house. Just be prepared. Don't get upset. Don't freak out. Don't cut them off. Don't yell at them. Don't blast them on Facebook. Just work harder to get their business next time or to get more of your friends and family business. An expectation I want you to set is Every day you need to ask yourself, what have I done to earn someone's business today? If you're sitting back and posting on Facebook, you're not learning, you're not growing, you're not sharpening your skills, why should someone use you? If you're out working, growing, learning, you're gonna earn that business, and you'll be surprised how many people use you just because they see how much time and energy you're putting into your craft. The second con is that there is a ton of real estate agents. Over 1.5 million of them across the US, over 16,000 just in Oklahoma. We know that most of them aren't gonna sell very much, but they're still gonna take 1 or 2 deals a year out of the potential transaction pool, leaving less for you to have. But again, those who treat this like a job are always gonna have enough work. Just because you have 1 or 2 real estate agents in your friend group or in your family, that's fine. If you can prospect properly and build your business properly, there's still more than enough business to go around. The last con, and I want to spend a little extra time on this, is that we are in a recession or a shrinking real estate market. Real estate transactions are down 35% year over year nationally. They're down 30% year over year in Oklahoma. But when you peel back the layers a little bit, you see that we're really only down about 10% from our pre-COVID numbers. When you look at 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019 averages, we're really only down about 10%. We're actually in line with 2016 numbers, which was, at the time, a great, strong economy and a great, strong real estate market. The slowdown that we're seeing right now is an overreaction to the craziness we saw in 2021 and the rate hikes that we've seen in 2022. But when you look at the basics of supply and demand, we still only have about 2 months worth of inventory on the market in Oklahoma. A healthy real estate market should have 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. So as the market cools back down to what we would consider a healthy real estate market, we're gonna see prices start to plateau and we're gonna see days on market start to rise. But don't let that scare you. All we're really doing is deviating back to the mean. My prediction, and take it for what it's worth, is in 2023, we're gonna see inflation start to finally curb. Then we're gonna see mortgage rates start to fall and settle back in the mid 5s to low 5%. As we enter a stabilizing rate market or even a lowering rate market, I think demand, especially in Oklahoma, is gonna come barreling back. Consumers are just afraid to enter the market right now because of the rate volatility. You might get an approval letter 1 month for a 6% interest rate, and by the time you find a home, it might be at 7. So once we start to see some stabilization, I think people are gonna jump back into the market quickly. And the last thing I'll say about the market, something that I found funny, the National Association of Realtors did a study years ago and found that 87% of real estate agents quit in their first 2 years. So that means only about 10 to 15% of agents across the US have even been in real estate pre-COVID, which means only 10 to 15% of agents know what a normal real estate market looks like. So between now and when the market starts to stabilize, we're gonna see all these COVID agents start to freak out and leave the industry. And that's what we're seeing, and that's what the National Association of Realtors is predicting. They're predicting a 25% exodus of real estate agents over the next 2 years. All right, guys, those are my pros and cons. Hopefully those made sense. But before I let you go, as a bonus to sticking around to the end of this video, I want to share some advice that I would give a brand new agent if you're considering getting into the real estate industry. And there's 3 things I tell anyone thinking about getting their real estate license. The first thing is just do it. You're never going to be mad that you have your real estate license. One day, your mom, your dad, brother, sister, neighbor, coworker, someone's gonna sell a house, you're gonna make $5,000. It's a no-brainer. But the other side of that is there's never going to be a good time to get your real estate license. There's never gonna be a time where things slow down or where things get back to normal. You always get into another season of your life and you always have a million things going on. If this is something you're serious about and something you really want, jump into it, just do it. Also, don't be afraid to get started part-time. I started part-time myself. It allowed me to get my feet wet and create a runway for myself so that one day I could quit my job. But don't let people shame you into thinking that being a part-time agent is a bad thing. I know tons of great agents that have all started out part-time. The second piece of advice is find a system. Do not try to recreate the wheel. There's a million ways to skin a cat in this industry. You just need to pick one and follow it. The number one reason I see people fail in the real estate industry is because they'll get online and they'll find something they think looks cool and they'll try that for a couple months and it doesn't work. And they'll try that for a couple months and they'll try this for a couple months and a year goes by and they haven't sold any houses, and it's because they haven't stuck with or found any system. Don't just scour the internet for prospecting methods. Get with someone local and find a system that you can follow. And that kind of leads into my third piece of advice, which is find a mentor. A good mentor will cut your learning curve in half and make you a much better real estate agent in no time. When I got my real estate license, I simplified it as much as I could. I wanted to find someone who had done what I want to do and then I do what they did. Don't overthink it. Find someone in your market who's willing to work with you. If you have to join a team, if you have to do something for free, if you have to help them prospect, whatever it might be, find someone who's willing to invest in you and mentor you and allow you to get off the ground, because getting off square one is the hardest thing, and a mentor will help you get there real fast. Real estate is not overly complicated. I tell people it's simple, it's not always easy. So if you can have a mentor guiding you, it makes your journey so much faster and so much easier. All right, guys, I really appreciate you sticking around. If you're interested in getting your real estate license, we run a school here in Oklahoma. It's $20 a month to get your license and $100 when you finish. There's a link below to get enrolled. If you have any questions, reach out to us. I'd love to start working with you, and I'd love to help you get your license and pursue this dream you have. Thanks, guys.